All right, a little change of pace today, guys. We're supposed to be out working on the lake job, but as you guys can see, it's raining, and that job's an absolute disaster. So let me show you what plan B is. All right, for you guys that follow Captain Kleeman's channel, this is the project he's been working on off and on his channel for the last month or so. Put a bunch of drainage in up there, and on this side of the road, he cut down a bunch of trees and got them piled up into brush piles. But unfortunately, it has actually been so dry here, we could not burn. So over the course of the last 7 days, we've got like 7 inches of rain. The lake job, it's like full. I don't even want to think about it. It's bad. So we're gonna come down here and try to get these piles burned up while it's raining a little bit. Matt's got one fired up, got the other one fired up. Rain keeps putting them out. But check it out, guys. I'm gonna show you all the details of the new skid steer here in a minute. So let's go check on Matt. Fancy little setup you got there.
You look awful dry. Some of us work outside in the construction industry.
I had a meeting this morning.
Yeah, you did.
My meeting just happened to be under a covered porch.
I need a battery. That's what I need from you right now, is a battery.
You seem a little grouchy.
No, I'm just really wet.
Trust me, you're not made of sugar. You won't melt.
Float right on down the river.
All right, let me get you a battery. You think we ought to pull some out on top of there?
Yes, please.
All right, you want a battery?
Oh, the battery's fast.
I'm going. It's raining, it's slick, it's adverse conditions. I need hazard pay. That's got some nice hot coals down in there. We just need to kind of get some stuff shoved down in there on it. Nice part about this job is it's right here on the river, so this dirt really don't get muddy. It kind of sandy. See if we can pull some stuff off that top and get her down in there and get her rolling pretty good. Haven't ran this thing in a while. See if you can get it flamed back up.
I think so.
Oh yeah, there she goes.
Ouch!
I brought you a pipe.
It's hot. Well, yeah, I'll use that here in a minute.
Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere now, buddy.
Well, I lost him. Phoned a friend, called for an operator. SOS.
It's amazing what a good operator a 20-foot stick of pipe will do for a guy. I say let that one, see if it'll take her here, but Seth, let's go over and pop on the next one.
That's it.
It's amazing you stop feeding it oxygen and how fast it goes down, but I think that one's gonna be all right. Get this rain to quit. All right, Matt says he's got a fire in the middle of that one. We just need to get it rolling. That's the bigger of the two fires, so. Oh yeah, she's got some heat to her. I think we're gonna be all right. Oh, this is gonna be a fun battle for the day. Matt's got that one flamed back up, but guess what? Now that one's went back out. It's wet, green wood.
Might have burned the end of my pipe.
How many batteries you got?
I don't think I have enough.
That one's got some heat down in it.
Yeah, that was doing all right.
Well, Mr. Millennial, the good news is that one down there is a-blazing. It is hot and it is well on its way. The bad news is this one here, well...
Hey, let's not pick on the shrimp. We just give her a minute. Just give her a minute.
We've just decided we're gonna walk away and see what happens. And if that one don't get its stuff together, it's gonna go visit that one. And it's gonna go bye-bye one way or another. So, but check this out, Mr. Millennial. We got us a new to us skid steer.
Yes, yes we did.
So give you guys a little bit of backstory and history on this. I apologize. When we were on the pool backfill job, I did not cover what happened to the Kubota very well at all, mostly because I was extremely frustrated. And I was trying my best not to turn it into fish habitat, even though somebody almost drove Bubba dumping. By the way, we did get that on video.
Hey, are we pointing fingers?
No, just pointing cameras.
So it is on camera.
It is on camera. I had to beep Aaron out.
Yay!
So on that, as you guys know, from the day I bought the Kubota, I've really not been happy with it. The majority of the issues I've had is with the engine. Major engine issues just repeatedly, from the manifold breaking on it to the injectors going out, and I don't even remember the other stuff, just yada yada yada. It's always something. The dirt funnel, can't forget about the dirt funnel. And it's at it again. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's got a miss, it's blowing black smoke, the government stuff's not happy, and I am just done. I am over it. I ain't putting no more money into it. I've had, what we had, $1,000 on that machine?
Yeah. I mean, you're standing there stating the obvious.
Yeah,
I'm just done.
I'm just done. So this is how this went down. The Hyundai dealer called me to ask me some questions about the 210. They just so happened to be a taco dealer. That's what we're going to call this thing, the taco. Just so happened to be a taco dealer. I said, hey, you got any 240s or 250s coming in on trade? He told me about this jewel right here. Before he even spit a price out, I said sold. Aaron was making fun of me. I'm like, I was done. I was just over it. So that's why this thing just magically appeared out of nowhere. But I think we got us a good one.
I will tell you, I've operated it for about 30 seconds and that sucker flows very nicely.
So this is a 2011 model, TL240. Last year, basically pre-emissions. This has the Yamar engine in it. That's very, very, very important into my discussion on this. Yamar engine. This is actually 92 horse, about 11,000 pounds. It is a radial machine, which basically means as the bucket goes up, it'll kind of go up in a little bit of an arc, versus a vertical machine, it'll go straight up and down. This is a whole lot better for grading and just breakout force. It's not as good for loading trucks and working up high, but I'm very, very content with this particular setup. It's got the roll-up window. You got the roll-up door. It's got all air conditioning cab. Only got 1,900 hours on it. Brand new tracks on it. Hydraulic quick plate on it. And they shot me. I know they told me the price. I couldn't believe it. It was like $15,000 cheaper than I've seen any of these on the internet in worse shape. So it was like sold. When can I come get it? I'm coming after it right now.
And his comment was, I don't even have it yet.
I still wrote him a check because I didn't want to sell nobody else.
Exactly.
So I didn't want to go with the new TL12s, V or R, whichever way you want to go, guys. They got the exact same engine as my Kubota, the V3800 Kubota engine. And everybody's like, I never have engine problems. Then you get to talking to them and you get to reading online and it's the same stuff. I'm like, I'm not going down that road. That's why I went with a little bit older machine, mostly because I wanted the Yamar engine. The Yamar engine, I've owned a bunch of those over the years. My personal belief, 100 horse and down, nobody competes with Yamar. They are just absolute bulletproof engines. And so far, I've only put like 10 hours on it, but so far it's been pretty bulletproof.
Yeah.
So that's the new machine, standard flow, 2-speed. Nothing fancy at all. Captain Kleeman's actually used it more than any of us. I've piddled around on it a little bit. It comes straight off the job, straight out of trade, straight to us. And so far, we've been pleased with it. We've been very, very pleased with it. This is the same horsepower, a little bit more breakout force, but it's in a smaller package than a Kubota. Its specs very similar to the Kubota, but its footprint's a little bit smaller. And honestly, for what we do, we got the brute strength for the bigger jobs, and we got the compact stuff for some of the smaller jobs we do. I think this platform is actually going to service a little bit better than what the Kubota did. Even around that pool, this would have been a hell of a lot nicer.
And you can see.
Oh, the visibility is absolutely...
Like turning the lights on versus turning the lights off.
Yeah, the visibility is absolutely unmatched. A lot of people knock on these tacos for the same reason they knock on the Kubotas with the access to the engine. This one's actually, I feel, set up a little bit better than the Kubota. This radiator assembly actually swings out, and if you remove the radiator assembly and raise the cab, you can pretty much access anything you want. So look at that. No Kubota. I'm so excited.
Well, you can go a step further than that. Not only no Kubota, but
no emissions, no nervous stuff, no nothing. And this thing seems to run like a champ. We'll get a little bit of video of her running here, but I believe I've run it enough. We need to welcome this thing to the Dirt Perfect family. Not hold out on it. What do you think?
Hold that thought.
So far, guys, I'm extremely pleased and impressed with it. That is the only damage I can find on the whole machine, is that right there. Like I said, got the new tracks on it.
You see who thought about welcoming it to the party, right? This ain't your truck.
There we go. She's gonna. That's one thing that Kubota never got, was Dirt Perfect stickers.
Oh, I think we all noticed it.
But it was nice seeing this thing come straight in off the job site. It was a one-owner machine before. You can obviously tell they greased it, they took care of it. A farmer had this, did a lot of, I guess they ran
right here over that sticker.
No,
I'm kidding.
They're already mad at me because I took one of their stickers off. Diamond Equipment, which honestly, guys, those guys have been awesome to me so far. They had great big stickers right here. In the first picture I posted, you want to know where his sticker was at. I said, don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to there, Mark.
That'll work out, won't it?
I think that'll work just fine.
I don't know where else it's going to go.
I think that's perfect. Did you get the glass cleaner and the rag that I brought? No, we can't do that.
I know we can't.
Young girl deserves better.
Glass cleaner, it's metal.
But it's still cleaner. All right, let's get some stickers on this thing and we're going to put it to work.
So I got to get below the black.
You talking to yourself?
Yes, yes I am.
It's like it's going to fit on. It's like it's meant to be.
Yep, got my alignment now.
Match made in heaven. Them poor stickers are some pretty good stickers. They've been abused on a few other pieces of equipment, mostly Bubba Dump.
Been really abused on Bubba Dump.
They're still there.
Yes, they are. Now the question is, can we do this and keep it straight?
You ready?
Don't pull it all the way off.
Oh yeah, you want to take this one all the way off. It's not a decal.
You don't think so?
I promise you. Ask Aaron. He argued with me too.
Well, I'm gonna
pin it top and bottom and then kind of roll it down.
I'm gonna trust you.
You can go right there. All right, let me pin it right here and then we'll rotate it.
Got it? Oh, it's stuck right there.
All right, you get across the top?
Yes.
All right.
It's official.
It's official. No take backs now. All right. You little taco, don't let me down. You don't have to do a whole lot to impress over the other one.
No.
It's got very low.
Small shoes.
Yeah, it's got very low standards to uphold. If it makes it through the day, it's better than the other one.
Hey, don't jinx us already now.
All right, we're gonna get the wheel on the other side and we're gonna do something. All right, stickers are on. Machine is looking sharp. This pile here has just refused to take off, but that pile down there, that pile is hot and it is cooking. So we went and got the grapple bucket real quick from the lot. We're working just right here next to the lot. I think we're just gonna attempt to take this pile, move it over there. We can go ahead and get this whole mess cleaned up and get her burnt out. So Matt's disconnecting the bucket. If you guys watch Captain's channel, he did a few modifications to our grapple bucket here we got from CNC Equipment. I'm hoping he added that pipe right there to keep those hoses out. I'm hoping they don't make our hoses too short, so we'll see what goes. Got a little different feel to her there, don't she? Got a little different feel to it, don't it?
Be careful with these joints. It is touchy.
The one thing I found I don't like so far is it's a little bit harder to see this from the cab.
Especially when you get up that high.
Come straight in. You're a little bit too high, Matt. There you go, straight in. Towards the truck just a little bit. There you go, up. Come on up, come on up. All right, tilt her back. There you go, you got her. Got movement? Oh yeah. The question is, if you raise it up and tilt it, are the hoses long enough after Kleeman's modifications? Answer that.
Not all the way.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big negator on that there.
Big what?
Negator.
Yeah, I don't think we go any further, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that. Well, hold on. How about now? Yeah, that's about as far as you can go. That's far enough to do. It's
Okay.
You want to take bets on who's gonna pull it out of there?
You. I don't have to bet.
At least you can.
Slow enough so I don't break stuff.
At least you can see it. All right, let me go over and poke that fire together. I think I'll take stuff and dig it out of this pile, let you grab it, and then track it over there.
Oh boy.
Man, this pile here is burning up really nice, guys. I don't know if you can see it in there, but it is doing awesome. We're gonna push it together here a little bit, and we'll just bring out our pile, like I said, over here and throw it on this one. Just make one pile, and it'll all work out in the end. Give us an excuse to play with the new skid steer on a rain day. Ooh, that is hot. Oh yeah. Goes all the way underneath there. All right, got this shoved together. We'll let Matt pack that stuff over here. As he gets it packed over here, we'll get her thrown up on the fire. And it kind of spools you having a bigger machine to do this. Come back with this little bitty teaspoon, but you know what? Gotta use what you got, make her work. I thought this was a stump, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a chunk of wood. Pretty good size sycamore log here. We'll see how Matt gets along with this beauty. Oh, he's gonna go for both of them. Only gonna get one though. That's all right, just take the one. Yeah, just take the one. We'll get a few more thrown out of there. Here, watch out, you're gonna hit that stump. Oh, that was close. We'll get a few more thrown over there, and I'll probably go over and get those all stacked up. And we'll get too far ahead of ourselves. We don't get ourselves a log bound. Log bound, is that a thing? It is today. All right, Matt's got about half that packed off. So far, the little taco's doing pretty good. I think we got a belt or something we need to adjust. It's got a little bit of a squeak to it, but it ain't horrible. We're gonna let him keep chomping away. At that, we're gonna go over here on the other end and get these stumps and start these logs stowed up there. Matt's packing over. Man, I like hardly ever run this 304. It gets like 200 hours a year on it. Either Captain Cleveland or Farmer Chris puts most of them on it. This is a very, very, very good, reliable, mechanically sound machine, but I don't like running it. It is miserable to run. It's just jerky. Obviously the bucket's floppy, which I don't care about. It's just not comfortable. That's all I gotta say about that. It's just not comfortable. Oh yeah, we got this baby cooking now. She is hot. Wind's picked up a little bit. Rain's quit. We got stuff going our way, folks. Boy, she is cooking now. She is hot, hot, hot. That was definitely the right decision. It took us like all of 15 minutes to bring all that stuff over here and throw it on this one. It would take us way longer than that to get it hot. We were babysitting two different ones. I was like, Matt's testing the limits here right off the bat. Got him a big one on the hook. I don't know what he thinks I'm going to do with that once he gets it over here. That's a big one there, bud.
I can't hear anything.
But that's a big one.
That's a big one.
What do you think
I'm the biggest first?
What do you think I'm gonna be able to do with that?
You're gonna be able to put it on fire.
Let me back up, see if you can land on those ones right there off to the side where it'll kind of roll itself down in there.
What if I take it and keep pushing it up the pile with the grapple so you don't do anything with the mini?
That's what I just said. Sit on top of that one log.
I can't hear you when you're facing that way. Here, hold on. Let's talk about this strategy.
I said, why don't you see them two logs I got laying right there?
Yeah.
Just sit on top of the next one. That way, whenever the fire burns down, it'll kind of roll itself in there.
So you want it on top of the smallest one?
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna move the mini?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the plan.
I'll do it my best shot.
Oh, but Matt can take the skid steer, get it laid up on top of that log there. Hopefully as it burns down, it'll kind of work itself into the fire, or at least I can push it, because I am not going to be able to lift that with a mini, I can promise you that. Looks like it's about all the skid steer wants to lift. Yeah, if I can get it right there, that'll be good. Perfect. That'll work. Quit! We'll get them other ones stacking up on top there, and as that fire burns down, we'll just kind of work them in. So a stack of logs right here. You guys always get mad at me, ask me questions. How come we don't sell the logs or do something with the logs, and how come we just burn them? Well, this right here is an absolute prime example. Cleveland thought he was going to be able to sell these logs, so he cut them all up. And sure enough, everybody's backed out on them. So here we are, back to burn them. There is value in them, but there's just not enough here to justify the cost of loading them and hauling them off and all that good stuff. So unfortunately, not saying I like it either, but unfortunately, they end up on the burn pile. Well, Mr. Millennial, what's your first thoughts of the old taco?
We need a longer hose so I can grab stuff from the top side instead of trying to scoop it, because it works better.
It seems to have pretty good power to handle that big one.
Oh yeah.
We got a fan belt or something we need to tighten up. It's a little squeaky on the backside.
Yeah, when you're in this thing, I can't hear anything.
But how's it operate?
Too smooth, almost. Honestly, it's like woo, woo, woo. But I'm used to a Kubota.
I'm not for sure what that was an impression of, and I'm not going to ask any more questions.
You walk left, right, instead of just going straight, because it's a finicky.
But man, we got us a hot one there, bud.
It's a blazer, that's for
That
sure.
one is cooking good. Kind of got them logs stacked up there. The thought process is that stuff burns down, hopefully it'll just kind of fall right in there and keep burning itself up. I think with the smaller equipment we got here, and as hot as what that fire is, we have no choice but just let that burn up for an hour or so. What do you think?
Agreed.
I'm gonna run town, get a load of rock for the driveway across the street, and I think you're gonna have to go get a pump for our little lake project.
Yeah, I didn't go there because I really didn't want to see it.
I don't even want to know. I'm guessing it's probably got at least 10 feet of water in the bottom of it. I think my famous last words were whenever I left there is like, oh, we're supposed to get a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
We got a lot of rain.
And then the very next day you said, boy, I hope it doesn't breach it.
All right, I'm gonna grab a load of rock. Matt's gonna grab some stuff for the lake, and we'll come back and check on this. Boy, she is burning good now. Well, I just got back from town, guys. Matt babysat the fire a little bit for me while I was gone. Everything there is burning up pretty nice. And next thing we need to do while we're here is fix this road / driveway. Captain Kleeman covered a lot of this on his channel, but he put a bunch of drainage in up there to relieve some of the water coming down this road. And as you guys can see, it is honestly, it's honestly probably too wet to be messing with it right now. But I like to get a little bit of rock on it to get some crown in the road. You can still see the water is wanting to come down the center a little bit instead of down the side. So that's what I went to town and got a load of rock for. I also got the grader attachment hooked up on a little taco over there. This job's kind of close to home. Really don't need all these attachments, but it's kind of nice just to make sure they're all going to fit and work on the new skid steer before you get in a bind. And really need them. And yesterday with the rain, I kind of piddled with this in the shop a little bit. I don't know, you guys have been following the channel for a long time. No, I built my own controller for this grader, and I've actually got it installed right here. It fits very nicely in there. Tilt, up, down, and this is the angle here. So let's see if she's gonna work for us today. This one's an option. With this attachment here, we want one-way flow, and I want detent. So it should hit that button. There we go. You guys see? Up, down, left, right, and angle. Let's go over there and hit that one time, just kind of shape the profile a little bit. We'll dump out what rock we got left. Probably hope it don't rain any more tonight, and then haul a few more loads in there tomorrow and kind of get them compacted in. I think once we get it the right shape, the right profile, will be fine, but it's just wet right now. They're calling for more rain again tonight. Man, we were so dry for so long, and now we are so wet. One extreme to the other. Man, oh man, I hate to abandon ship on this, but it is just absolutely too wet. What I'm afraid of is we dump all that new rock on there, it's just gonna disappear right into this mud. Need to be a little bit drier so I can clean this up a little bit better and get a profile. Keep in mind, we got like 3 inches of rain this morning, so unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to do the responsible thing and hold tight on this a little bit, let her dry up, and get back in here and reshape it and get the rock dumped out. So I'm gonna let that fire burn up a little bit. It seems to be settling down and staying contained over there. I'm gonna run some errands in town, do a few other things. I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. We'll probably throw out together one last time here this evening, and hopefully she burns up overnight. I guess we'll wait for this beautiful mess to dry out a little bit. So see if I can get out of here. need one of those little memes that like say 3 hours later, but holy crap, guys, check that out. This thing has burned up exceptionally well. I can't believe how well it's actually burned up. It's still pretty toasty, but let's get her pushed together one good time. Let her burn for a few more hours. Maybe we'll sneak back down here one more time this evening, and hopefully by in the morning, boom, it's gone. There it is. It is another hot one for sure, but if it keeps on this path, I think she's gonna burn up pretty good this evening. So it's not hurting a thing there. I'll swing back down and check on it here a few different times, but we'll probably be back one more time tonight, get her shoved together one good time, and then see what's left in the morning. So we'll be back. Well, we are back for one more afternoon push-up. I really wish I could break this one here in half. Woo! That is still hot, boys. Gonna break? Oh, it's so close. We'll get this thing shoved up one more time here tonight. I think by in the morning, unless we get a toad string with rain tonight, it's going to be burnt up rather nicely. For as green as what this stuff is, and as hard as what it's rained today, it's hard to complain about these results for sure. Pushed up nice and burning pretty good, guys. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot left in the morning. Got me a little bit of a fire break all the way around it. Probably hard for you guys to see because it's dark, but they're calling for a bunch more rain tonight. I think this thing's going to be just fine. So we're going to let her burn up tonight, see what she looks like in the morning. See you guys then. Well, guys, it's like 3 weeks later. Between the rain and circumstances, we have just not been able to get this job quite wrapped up, but it is time to finish her off here this evening. So finally got it graded out after it's dried up. I got one load of rock on the truck. Let's get it spread and see what we end up with. Well, guys, I don't think we could have asked for that to go a whole lot better. A little bit heavy down there at the bottom, but that's fine. We're going to take the skid steer, work her up here to the top. I got a second load stage down at the lot. I'm going to go down and get it real quick. We'll get it spread, and then we'll get this thing graded out. come out absolutely perfect. Top of the skid steer and get her graded out. The goal is, if you guys remember, or if you guys watching Captain Kleeman's video, this is exaggerated, but the driveway was like this and the water was running right down the center. We want to crown it up like this so the water runs down both sides is the ultimate goal. All right, here we go. Controller seems to be working. Attachment, it worked pretty well. My only complaint is this thing right here is really nice for getting in and out of the machine. It does make it a little bit harder to see the blade. The machine handled it awesome, no complaints there. So we might as well try out all the attachments on one job. Let's hook the fire rake up, or the ruckus rake, I guess I should say. See how it works. So you guys that follow Captain Kleeman's channel know he's already used this power rake or ruckus rake on this machine, but I haven't used it myself, so I'm kind of curious how it works. But all the wiring seems to work pretty good. So if you guys can see my hand over here, if I hold this button down and slide it back and forth, it does the tilt. Hopefully you guys can see that out there. If I hold this button down, slide it back and forth, it does the angle. And if I hold no button down and just slide this back and forth, it turns the drum. Kind of got a little bit of the same issue here, having a little hard time seeing, but let's give her a go and see what happens. Oh, it's a piece of driftwood, you guys see it? Well, there's the bottom half all finished up, guys. Surprise, surprise. Captain Kleeman sabotages. He had a stump right in the middle of that brush pile. And let me tell you, it got my attention one good time there, but it's almost burned up pretty doggone close. Man, look at that. That pile raked out. Absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you guys, of course, it's shorter memory for you. 3 weeks ago for me. Huge brush pile there, small brush pile over there. If you guys follow Captain Kleeman's channel, he's got video cutting down all the trees and stuff here, but that looks absolutely fantastic. Let me show you what the driveway turned out like. And there's what the driveway turned out like. Got a nice little crown to it. Water should come down each side if any water does come down at all, but hopefully with Kleeman's diversion ditches in, all the water will come down through here, and as you guys can see, it has been doing that. It's actually been working pretty well. I go to leave, I'm gonna take the truck and just roll this in one time, pack it the best we can. We're gonna call that good. I'm sure this is the part you guys are waiting for. Initial thoughts on the TL240. First off, I think I got pretty lucky on this one. This machine in general seems to be in a really good shape. Huge shout out to all the guys down at Diamond Equipment that made this happen, because man, I got lucky on this find for sure, especially on just a random whim. But I'm really liking it, guys. I am not missing the orange Kubota at all. What I've kind of figured out here kind of on this job, which has been kind of neat because we've got to use all the different attachments on it, it's got pretty much the same punch as what the SLV 90 Kubota did. It's just in a little bit smaller footprint, which I think for what we do is going to be ideal. The overall feel of the machine, the control, the power, it's far superb to the Kubota. The only two minor complaints I'd have about it is it's quite a bit noisier in the cab, and running this attachment and this attachment and that attachment, if I could talk, there is a little bit of a sightline visibility issue here, but I think we can overcome that pretty quick. It's just what we're used to on the other machine. We just kind of got to figure this one out here, but I think this one's going to be a winner. I think this one's going to stick around for a while. So far, I am pleased with it. You guys will see there's more videos coming with this. We actually pulled it off this job, went and did another job and brought it back. So there's more coming on this machine for sure, I promise. So stay tuned for that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the new machine. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Want to make sure you don't miss out on what's coming up next with it. Consider subscribing. That way we can catch you guys on the next one. I'm heading to the house. Later.